and try to elongate the spine as you twist. Make sure that you don't lean forwards. Keep the spine in its neutral position. Bend the legs and stretch. So you're going to breathe in as you bend and breathe out as you stretch the legs. Quite an advanced exercise. You have to really concentrate on the alignment of the front knee, the one that's bending. As you bend, the knee should be in line with the second toe. Try not to make the movement too deep, especially if you suffer with knee problems. Now, if you like, you can repeat the exercise with the legs straight. Reach the foot up to the ceiling and repeat the circles. The next time, extend the left arm first. Make sure the abdominals are held in tightly, navel towards the spine, so try not to let the tummy pop out. Think of bending from the sternum, lifting from the sternum, so that the head and neck stays in line to avoid tension in the neck muscles. And concentrate on the work of the abdominals. If you want, you can do the exercise with the legs lifted. Alternate the legs and try not to let the tummy pop out or the ribs flare. All the strength is coming from your center. Breathe out as you extend the leg away and breathe in as it bends back in towards the chest. Think about the shoulder coming towards the opposite knee as opposed to the elbow. Think about the length in the front of the body. And if you need to take a breather, then relax the head and shoulders back down to the mat. Make sure that the trunk is stable throughout. The head and shoulders are lifted off the mat, or you can do the exercise with the head and shoulders on the mat. Keep the movement smooth and controlled, and make sure that the pelvis is stable. Try not to extend the legs too low, especially if you find that you can't hold the strength with the abdominals. One more. Only if you feel that you have the strength and control in your center. If not, then keep the movement quite small. It's really important that you listen to your body. Don't force it. But if you feel that you have got the strength, then start to make the movement bigger, extending the legs and taking the arms all the way back over the head. In, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. In, out, out. Really work on the flexibility and mobility of the spine, lowering the back one vertebra at a time to the mat. Think of peeling the back away from the mat as you come back to the seated position. Again, one vertebra at a time. Breathe out as you twist, breathe in as you come back to center. Make sure the pelvis stays stable and try not to arch the lower back as the leg goes behind you. Try not to let the top hip rock backwards. If this is too intense, then just lift the knee without adding the leg extension. Make sure you don't roll backwards. Think of the alignment. Hip above hip. Breathe out as you open and in as you close. You should feel this on the outside of the hip, quite deep. If you feel it in the gluteal muscles, in the gluteus maximus, the big bottom muscle, then perhaps you're opening the knee too much and you haven't got the stability in the pelvis. So really work on keeping the pelvis stable. Look down towards your elbow. If you like, you can try lifting the hips, but make sure that the hips stay in line. The top hip above the bottom one. This is a very good exercise for shoulder stability and for strengthening the muscles around the shoulder joint. Press with the front foot. Now open the arm, reach and look up to the ceiling. Then take the top hand underneath the body and then reach it back up to the ceiling. It must stay directly above the lower one. Now lower the bottom leg down to the mat and lift it back up to join the top leg. The spine and the shoulder blades stable. And then if you wish, you can try lifting one foot off the floor, place it back down to the mat and then lift the other foot and lower. Lower the knees and relax the wrists. Keep the lower ribs on the mat so the elbows come in back towards the waist as you bend the arms rather than moving out to the sides. This is much more intensive for the triceps, which are the muscles at the back of the arm. If you want to progress, you can try the exercise with the feet lifted and the knees slightly further back. As you lift the leg, try not to distort the angle of the pelvis.